Sales is hard to sell, so I just made it simple. You know that era when everyone was trying to start some kind of agency, so copywriting, ads, web design. Now high-ticket remote closing is picking up the pace, and it's probably next in line to become the big skill. Here is one thing that no one tells you. The internet has sold us on one truth and one big fat lie. The truth is those skills are gonna make you money. Like all of those popular skills, viral skills that you see online, they can make you money. Like they have all the potential to make you money. But the lie here is that those gurus that sell their course to you make it seem easy. But in reality, every single skill, it takes a lot of time learning. But one thing that you're definitely going to encounter with whatever business you're starting, whatever skill you're learning, is sales. And this is what we're talking about today. Because after working across pretty much every sales-driven position, writing emails, VSLs, funnels, and now I'm trying to get more into high-ticket closing, one thing has become painfully clear. Selling is probably one of the hardest things that you're ever gonna do. Don't worry, I got you, because I'm not a natural salesperson myself. I'm very introverted, so I'll hold your hand as I'm saying this. When I signed my first high-ticket client and I was doing all of the kind of marketing for her, one thought was kind of going through my mind consistently, and it was, what the hell did I get myself into? Because having good offer in sales is definitely not enough. You need to know how to read people. You need to know what makes people think. You need to know what makes people say yes. And more importantly, you need to know what kills the sale and avoid it at all costs. There is a simple system that you can follow to learn sales and get a hang of it without years of experience or reading 500 pages of sales books. Let's get into it. Right, so I'm going to be sharing my screen here. This is a step-by-step framework that you can follow every single time when you feel like you need to get a sale. Watch till the end to see how you can get access to it, and I'll just explain how to fill it in with all of the examples. So step 1. Who are you selling to? I want you to think right now of a product that you want to sell. Just for the sake of this video, let's go with a fitness program. We sell a fitness program for people who just want to lose weight. Think of one person who needs what you sell. I always think of my mom. Answer these questions when we think about that program. Number 1, what do you believe about that problem? Why would somebody need a program about weight loss? My mom wants to lose weight, but she thinks it's impossible and she will never lose weight because of her genetics. She thinks losing weight is working out 4 hours daily and eating only salads, which she does not really want to do. What solutions have they already tried that have not worked before? Now, this is a super important question, and I really want you to make sure that you always answer this question before your call or before writing some kind of email sequence, depending where you're selling. We will need this for step, is it 4 or 5? We will need this down the road, so make sure that you answer this question with as many details as humanly possible. She tried doing cardio, but it always made her feel drained afterwards. She tried ab workouts, but they never brought her the results. And we will have to deal with it a bit later when we get to objection handling. Question 3 is, what would make them instantly trust you? Think of something that they really need. First, she would trust me if I showed to her how we helped people who were in worse situations than her get results that she wants. Second is if we explained why what happened to her before happened. That will position you as an expert and that you know your shit. Straight into step 2, warm them up. If it's emails, you usually will build a sequence that gradually introduces your offer through answering questions below. Now, in live sales on Zoom calls, you can ask them these 3 questions before pitching. What's your biggest challenge right now? What have you already tried? If you found the perfect solution, what would that look like? In emails, it's actually quite simple, because in that warm-up sequence, which is usually like 7 emails, you can just answer those questions. Now, step 3 is read them and adjust the pitch. Are they hesitant, skeptical, or ready to buy? Well, you can adapt accordingly. If you see that they're a bit hesitant, you can give them more clarity on how your offer works. If you see them being skeptical, acting like they don't really believe you, you can share a quick success story or change that out. And change that out, I mean, once again, sharing a bit of case studies that what you do is actually legit and it works and it will work for them. And if they're ready to buy, well, you can just go and close. This is like a blessing from heaven. But if you're writing an email or a newsletter, you need to think where you your buyer would be at the moment of reading. If they're reading this email, where are they on the buyer's journey? Would they be hesitant, skeptical, ready to buy? Would they still be unaware of your product at this point? Like, how much do they know about your product? Do they need to know more to be ready to buy? Step 4 is you need to handle objections like an adult. And I mean like an adult, not a baby. I've seen salespeople do this. They get really defensive. They see objections as more of a challenge, like as if the other person is just trying to make their day worse. If a person has an objection, this is great. This is awesome. You need to be thankful, because that means this person feels comfortable enough and sees you as an expert to share their worries, to share their thoughts. Because there are a lot of people who probably will not give their objections. You can just say, no, I do not want this product, without giving you any reason. Now, if a person has given you an objection, they are disclosing their reason as to why they do not really want to buy this product right now, and you can work from there. Objections are blessings, because not all people are gonna tell you what they don't like. So we need to handle objections always if they come. These are the common objections that people have. Are you ready to answer them? Number 1 is, I don't have time. Well, this is straight up BS, because everyone has time. You need to help those people identify where they can find that time. Is there anything that they can remove from their schedule that is not fulfilling them? There are people who will tell you, oh, I have a job and I'm going to uni, I'm trying to spend time with my family. Then you can ask, oh, okay, so I don't want you to sacrifice, your studies because they're important, your job, it provides you income, so I don't want you to sacrifice that. Now, how much time do you usually have free? How much time do you usually spend on social media? Do you want to go on your settings app and look how much time you usually spend on Instagram or TikTok? Now, I'm telling you that 90% of the time, people will be spending a lot of time on social media, and they'll be like, oh wow, yeah, maybe I do have some free time. They just have no priorities. Next up is, I don't have the money. Identify whether they actually have like $20 in their bank account, or they just feel like your product is not worth that money. Look at alternative payment options. I know with US it's like Klarna and all this stuff. You can look into downselling them to something else if possible. Next up is, I need more time to think. Ask them more questions about what they need to do to bridge the gap between their current and desired reality. Maybe throw in some bonuses. Make this deal one of a kind. So why would people need to think? Probably because, once again, like, they kind of like what you have, but at the same time, they don't really see enough value. I don't need it. It's not gonna help me. So it's really emphasis on how your product can improve their situation specifically, depending on where they are right now. And lastly, I don't understand what this is about. So this means people are just really overwhelmed. Maybe you've given them too much information. Maybe you've given them too little information. Lastly, step 5 is pitching again and closing. I want to remind you, we have pitched them once in step 3. Your first pitch really plants the seed, and your second pitch makes it a no-brainer. Keep reiterating that people who take action, they win in life, and if they want to make a change, they need to take the risk right now. I'm gonna give you access to this cheat sheet, and you'll be able to copy it to your workspace and fill it in and kind of refer back to it whenever you need to close a sale. To claim it, go on my Instagram. I actually linked the link to my Instagram in the description, or just search up on Instagram copy.darina and message me, DM me word checklist. I will send it straight to you. So all you need to do is go to my Instagram and DM me word checklist, and I'll send it to you straight up. I have it all automated. If you liked today's video, follow me, because I drop a lot of sales tips. I have a lot of experience and I have a lot to share with you, and I'd love to see you back. So if you found it helpful, let me know in comments, and hopefully I'll see you coming back with a sale in your pocket. Thank you for watching. Follow me for more, and I'll see you next video. Bye.